Hi guys, what I have here to show you today is an attenuator. For those of you who are unaware, what an attenuator does is it allows you to run a tube amp turned up nice and loud so that the tubes get nice and saturated and hot and you get that nice lovely tube overdrive without blowing the windows out of your house. And the way it does it is that, well, there's a couple of ways. The cheaper ones, cheaper attenuators will go in the effects loop, and in effect what they will do is reduce the signal going from the preamp into the power amp section of your amplifier, and it kind of fools it that way. The other ones, the better ones, are like this one, and what they do is they go in between the amplifier and the speaker. So I'll show you in the back here. The amplifier, you'll run a wire from the amplifier into here and then come out here and into the speaker. So the amplifier still thinks it's playing really loud when it's not. So you get the tubes doing their thing, but you're not blowing windows out of your house. Really useful tool if you're living in a situation where it's just not practical to play super loud all the time. They generally run from $20 for the little ones that go in the effects loop to hundreds and hundreds of dollars depending on what you get. I found this one on Craigslist for $50, and it seems to do the job nicely. I'm using it in my Fender Blues Deluxe, which is a 40 watt amp. This one here is rated for 50 watts, so it works out fine. This one's a Weber mini mass, and I'm not sure what these ones are worth new. I haven't looked it up. I just figured $50 was a pretty good deal for what it does, so I bought it. But this one here has a couple of features on it which are worth looking for in an attenuator. One is impedance, which is the impedance that your speaker works at, the ohms. So this one gives me an option of 8 ohms, which my Fender is, 16 ohms, or 4 ohms, which are really the three most common impedance for guitar amps. Normal and bypass. So normal means the attenuator is in play. Bypass effectively turns it off. So you get your amp back to normal without unplugging everything. And a treble boost, because one of the downsides of these things is that they tend to cut some of the high end off of your sound. So you can get a 3 dB treble boost, 0 or 6 dB. I leave it on the 3 dB. I find that's enough for my Gibson guitar. And of course the knob, 1 being attenuated right down to virtually nothing, and then up is full blast. And that's about all there is. This one has a line out as well in the middle there. If I wanted to plug it straight into a recording board or something, you can do that. So I'll plug it in, and I'll show you some of the stuff that it can do for you. Okay, I'm going to use my ES345, and that's plugged straight into the amplifier. And I'm using the attenuator to bring the volume down. Okay, hang on. Okay, here we go. I've got the amp, everything turned off. I have the mini masses on bypass. I've got it down to 3 dB boost. I've got this to 0, and I've got the volume to 0. So right now there's nothing coming out of the amp. So this is in bypass mode, so this is the way it would be normally. That's at 1. That's about where I'd normally have it. So what we'll do now is we will engage the attenuator, Okay, so it's attenuated right down to nothing. So bring the attenuator about halfway up, and now bring up the volume. Okay, so that's on 5, which is an attenuated 5. Oops, hang on. My cable's getting a little messed up. There we go. So now we will attenuate down. So that's 5 on the Fender, which would be way too loud for my purposes. It's attenuated down quite a bit, roughly where it would be about 1.5 on the amplifier. And we have the treble boost. I'll just show you that. It's 3 dB, nothing. 6 dB. So it helps a little bit, but in the middle, you lose a little bit of the high end. The middle is 0 dB. So that's just a little extra. So let's turn it up. Okay, so now we're up to about 8. You can hear the break up a little bit. Attenuate it down, so now it's back to where it was before, 1.5, 2, roughly on the equivalent for the amplifier. And yeah, let's wind it right up. Okay, so that's full volume on 10. The attenuation is still suitable for me. So that's what this amplifier would sound like wound up to 10, but without blowing my eardrums out. It's set a very comfortable bedroom level at roughly what 1.5 to 2 would be on the actual amplifier dial. I'm going to turn off the just you'll hear all kinds of noise and feedback. See, that's just way too much. So the attenuator allows you the freedom to turn your amp up to where you find it. You find that sweet spot that you like, and then turn it down to a usable volume. So anyway, that's it. Any questions on that? Let me know. Thanks for watching.